It's still an episode of Sky Wars. I'm sorry there wasn't a video yesterday, but you see I got a new chair, and this one can roll like that. So, I mean, obviously I wasn't going to get any work done if I have a chair with wheels. Come on, people. I'm not going to be sitting in it today, which means we're not going to get the powers bestowed upon us by having a superior gaming chair. But that's just because the chair is, like, so loud that you move slightly in your seat, and it just, like, overwhelms your commentary. It's terrible. This chair... This is a simple chair. It doesn't make our strafes better, and when you like wiggle in the wrong way, it sounds like a fart. But you know, at least that rarely happens. So I'm waiting for this guy to play video games. Thank you. We're here. Exciting PvP. All right, get the diamond pants, and away we go. Let's not fall off the map. All right. You don't have pants at all. Out of here. You need pants to participate in this game. Would you like to brawl? Ooh, he would. I actually know how to rod suddenly. This is amazing. Was the rod even knocking him back? I forgot how to rod. I'm so good at video games. Definitely subscribe. #1 Bad Lion PvPer right here, man. Nicked YouTuber they'll never suspect. I'm just gonna jump, man. What's the worst that could happen? I miss all my rods is the worst that could happen. Nope. No. No. Did you just throw 50 ender pearls? That was so unnecessary. If I throw enough ender pearls, I'll teleport faster. Hello. That's not how ender pearls work. Let's destroy the map. Thank you very much. A lot of people seem to like when I talked about my elementary school stories, so I'm going to talk about my middle school adventures in this episode. So I was not the gangster that I was in elementary school. If I had to characterize myself accurately, I'd have to say, well, imagine me now, but instead of having a will to live, I'd be very good at the violin, because that's actually a really accurate characterization. So anyhow, I'm rolling in. It's 6th grade. The school admins want to put me in a regular math class because all the advanced math classes are full. Now, I'd never been in an advanced class before, so I didn't really care. I didn't see what the big deal was. Apparently my parents were having like a samurai battle with the school officials over this, but I didn't really see what the big deal was. So I roll in. It's a regular math class. What's the big deal? I've always been in regular math. So they hand us a worksheet. We're gonna be working in a group project. Well, not even a project. It was just a little group assignment. And you guys know how I feel about group assignments. And so I look at the worksheet, and there's a lot of words on the worksheet, but what it boils down to, the big question that you have to work on at the end is, what's 7 times 8? Now, it didn't just say what's 7 times 8. It gave you it was like one of those real life application things, like if you have 8 people, I can make this many hamburgers per hour, and then you do this thing. But the question was what's 7 times 8, and I just like, it's 56, and the teacher's like, wow, now consult it with your group. I'm like, I turned to my group. I'm like, it's 56. What? So, what? Were we supposed to do this for another 40 minutes? What was your plan? And then they put me in an advanced math. They just threw me in with the 7th graders, man. It was. Why? I know how you feel. So I had this teacher in 7th grade who was probably one of the best teachers that I've ever had, except for all the teachers I have currently, in case they're watching. Please let me graduate. So this guy, if I had to characterize him, I'd have to say that he just didn't care about no rules. Like, this is one of those school districts where, you know, you give someone an A- on their project and their parents sue you for something, because it's America, and you can sue people for everything. And so this guy, he just didn't care. If you didn't pay attention in class, he'd like pause the lecture, walk over to you, take your notebook, and legitimately just throw it out the window and force you to go get it after class. It was amazing. We learned like, wait, is that, here we go. Here's the actual, oh god, you have armor. Ah. Strength buff, don't fail me now. Nope. Oh, that was close. He splashed strength there at the last second. Okay. Intense PvP battle. Oh my god, this guy had so much gear. He had the prop 4. Oh god, there's more footsteps. Nope, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Look, I'm going through something. If you'd like to schedule an appointment, you can do so at a later time. Just ask my secretary, Rachel. You guys, people, you can't just walk into my office like this. I was having a conversation with my client. Thank you very much. You can come back at a later time. Here's my phone number. How about you? Boop. You can see my office hours on my desk here. I work weekdays. In hindsight, I probably should have seen this coming, but so like 2/3 of the way through the school year, something happened, and the school kicked him out, and we never saw him again. I don't know why they kicked him out. I assume it was for some legendary reason, but the point is, they sent in the worst substitute teacher of our era. I don't know what her deal was. My theory is that she like got lost on the way to preschool and didn't know she was teaching 7th graders, because it was the easiest, the most unbelievably easy experience we've ever had, to the point where it was kind of insulting. I don't know, but I think she was trolling us, honestly. Like, it wasn't even like a preschool thing. I think she was genuinely trolling us, because I remember at one point in class she was like talking, she's like, wouldn't it suck if you guys were in a really easy class where you guys never had to do any work? And just our entire class just starts yeah, that would be terrible. So that was a fun way to end the year, but we learned a lot up until that point, so I guess that makes up for it. You know, you learn twice as fast for half the time. I guess 2/3 the time. We came out ahead. It was a net gain. But yeah, I wasn't the only terrible teacher we had. We had a history teacher in 8th grade who was just... Here's the kind of teacher she was. She'd assign homework questions from the textbook, and we'd go and we'd answer them. And when she gets to like the last question, one of them, she'd go like, oh, they didn't mean to ask this question. And we're like, what? What do you mean? No, they meant to ask this question. So... And then she'd mark us down because we answered the question that, you know, had been written down in the textbook. She marked us down for being able to read. I don't know. So for that class, we had these notebooks where we like stored all of our class notes and things like that. And it's just the battle of the iron axes over here. And they took all my loot. Oh, hello. Well, that was short. Oh, hello. Well, that was pretty short. Oh, hello. Well, that was pretty short. Are we just gonna endlessly loop this? There's another man. Oh, hello. Well, that was pretty short. Come on. Come on. I could do this all day, guys. Fight me. Oh. Oh. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Hello. Well, that was pretty short. There's just an endless train of people feeding themselves to me. Give me coins. Yes. So yeah, we took these notebooks and we turned them in like once every like couple months or something. And so I turned mine in, and like a week later she asked me like, technically, did you turn in your notebook? I'm like, yes. Of course I did. And she's like, oh, well, I can't find it. And I'm just like, well, if you I don't like say this, of course, because I don't like, you know, have a spine. I'm just some 8th grader. And so I'm just like, well, I don't really care, you know? In the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't see how this is my problem if you lost it. And so she's like, well, I'm gonna give you a 0 if I don't find it. And I was like, why? Why would I get a 0 for your mistake? And so anyhow, she eventually found it. She gave me like an A- or something. These are just a couple of the examples of how like bad she was before anyone is like actually like a teacher watching my video and thinks their like class hates them because they made like a small mistake like twice. They don't, or actually they probably do, because children are judgmental. But like there were a lot of reasons. But the thing about her is that what we didn't know about her is that she had an identical twin, and she just never told us this. But one day, I was just taking notes in class. We're all taking notes from the textbook. It's a regular day. Nothing is awry. And I just look up for 1 second, and I don't know how to describe the sensation, man. I just, for a second there, I just think to myself, hell is real. Because I look up, and there's 2 of them. There's 2 of the same teacher. Why? And then she explained to all of us, but I'm just sitting here. It was like, I've never felt that way in my life. Just that sheer moment of shock where just reality has stopped working properly for like half a second. There was just 2 of her. There's just like, why? What did I do to deserve this? No, 1 was bad enough. So yeah, that's my adventures with her. And before someone's like, oh, Technoblade, you probably just hated her because, you know, you were just a kid and you didn't really understand. No, I might have just been a kid, but...
Всем привет, ребята, вы на канале Даня Супер. Посмотрите-ка, какой тут у нас большой горох.
Did Watchdog just do something? Incredible! You saw it here first, guys. Watchdog does a thing. Ah, dang it, that should be the title of the video, but I already wanted to make it like middle school. So yeah, that's all my adventures from her. I bet people are like, oh, Technoblade, man, it was just a misunderstanding. She wasn't that bad. Yes, she was. She was. Before someone's like, oh, what was your plan? She definitely was. I don't know if you guys have this, but like every school I've gone to usually has like some animal the school bases themselves off of as a mascot, and it'll be like the wolves or something, or like the reindeer. I guess reindeer isn't that masculine. The tigers, something like that. It's like the school mascot, and everyone that goes to the school is supposed to be, they call them that. They'll be like, oh yeah, we're the wolves or something. Well, our school had one of those. So one day there's an announcement over the intercom, and they've roped off like a quarter of the school because they found some insects, and it turns out they'd like discovered some caterpillars somewhere on campus, and I guess they were worried the caterpillars might be poisonous or something. I mean, I guess that's a legitimate concern and all. I'm not saying they shouldn't have roped it off, but like every time afterwards, every time they tried to act like super macho, like, yeah, go, no one can beat us, we're the wolves, I just think the back of my mind, we roped off a third of the school because we found baby butterflies. Why are we talking smack? So yeah, that was my middle school adventures. I don't really know if I have much else to tell there. Oh, you want to fight? You want to battle? Want to do battle? Strength! Buff! Conveniently! Boop. This is it. The final 1v1 of the episode. And you have to have a really climactic battle to make this as exciting as possible for the viewers and convince them to leave me a like so I may grow my YouTube channel. What's he doing now? He's digging some dirt. Amazing. I think I should just start a YouTube series where I just like watch people with like nature documentaries playing in the background. And here we see the non-VIP in their native habitat. What does he need dirt for? Will he build a hut? A dirt shack to protect himself from the elements? He's looking towards me. He scrolls through, because of course he uses a scroll wheel. He gets to his bow. He pulls out the pickaxe. Up, wood shovel. Pickaxe again. Dirt! What's his plan? What is he planning? He's creating a bridge. Incredible. Nature is so beautiful. I caught a fish. And there he goes. Skywars, man. It somehow doesn't get old. The game itself, you'd think, oh, well, this isn't that fun. But the players in it, man. They're just so adorable. They don't know what they're doing. I just want to give them a big hug, but then I'll get banned for cross-teaming. So, I just stabbed them for coins instead. And that was another episode of Skywars, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, maybe leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, or don't. Freedom of will and all. Bye! Man, I thought I was on my second week of college, but I just realized I'm on my first week of college, man, because what I thought was the first week of college was a lie, man. That was fake college. That was a trick meant to make me lower my guard so when real college hits, I'd fold like a house of cards before a hurricane. It's messed up, man. None of my classes have met more than 2 times, and I'm already only getting by the skin of my teeth. And teeth don't even have skin. That's how you know it's messed up. Excuse me, sir. And okay, that just missed completely. There we go. That took a half hour. This dude thinks he's slick, breaking all the glass. Bye. Nope. Nope. What is this? Entirely necessary second shot. You too. Why not? It's all coming together. No, like, let me tell you about my class schedule, okay? Monday is fine, okay? Everyone can handle Monday. You just had the weekend. You're prepared for Monday, okay? And then it hits me with Tuesday, man. Tuesday is messed up. I have a class at 9:30. 9:30. No one's awake at 9:30. That's inhumane. And it gets worse, because on Thursday I have a class at 8 o'clock. What? What? I know my rights. 8th Amendment, cruel and unusual punishment is not allowed. It's unconstitutional. 8 o'clock class. What is this? And then I realized that all of my classes used to be at 8 o'clock for like every school I've ever... You fell off the map. I watched you. Okay. Every school I used to go to started class at 8. How did I survive? I swear to God, the air conditioner has established like a Wi-Fi connection to my computer, discovered the button I hit to start recording, and bound itself so it starts up every time I hit that button, because it is just denying my dreams, man. Like, my audio quality isn't even that good as it is. Like, I ordered a pop filter. It gets here today because I was just so tired of editing the Pokemon videos and listening to the plosive every time I said a word that had a P or B sound in it. It's just unbearable. Die. Oh, the guy actually had pretty good stuff for a guy who's dressed entirely in leather armor. Oh. This dude's just falling out of the sky. Uh-oh. It's raining men. And all of your health is gone. And all... Wait, 1 second, I need to get strength. And all of your health is gone. And all of the health of the guy I hear behind me is gone. Anyone else? Hello? Alright, I got this. We're gonna hit him with... Is he taking initiative? Alright, here's the plan. We're gonna hit him with...
Oculus Principi. Sight for sore eyes. I will rip them apart.
This. Any second now, this is gonna knock him off. There we go. First attempt. Just knockback abuse on everyone. Wait, I have 6 ping. I probably shouldn't knockback abuse. That's like morally wrong at this point. Alright. Let's just throw this out. So Santa Claus sends me presents. Die. You did that to yourself, man. You can't even blame me. I mentioned in the last video that I still had to figure out how good the internet was here, and if you have like a function in brain, you probably noticed that I've managed to upload videos, so that definitely speaks a little bit to the results. But what you don't know is that the internet here is insane, man. I guess it makes sense because this internet was made for like 10,000 people to use. But like, bruh, a video that used to take me like an hour and a half to upload, that's done in like less than a minute. It's insane. I mean, the university probably thinks it's being DDoSed attacked for that minute. But trust me, it's great. Look, I upload at night anyways, okay? No one needed that minute of bandwidth at 12 a.m., alright? Alright? It works. I just own middle. No one else cares about it. Like, they tried to care, but then, nope. It's just mine. Hey, are you going to middle? No, this is my real estate. I own this land. No, some eggs aren't gonna save you. That's not how it works. Anyone else? Alright, how about you guys? Let me just steal this kill, steal that kill. I'm a good person. A challenger approaches. He walked slightly to the left and he somehow... Okay, all calculated. I knew that would happen. Another weird thing about college is that since everyone's technically an adult, they can treat you like adults, which is just really weird because, like, okay, during the first week of college, the fake week, as you can probably tell because a good thing actually happened, we were like halfway through a 2-hour-long class and the teacher was like, you know what? We did all the work for today. You can go home. And I'm like, what? We can go home? But it's an hour early. You can do that? This is amazing. I mean, it makes sense because when you're in high school, they can't do that because you're 17. You're legally a toddler, okay? They can't let you escape. They'd be held liable. But once you're 18, nothing matters, man. You can just go home early if the teacher feels like it. It's incredible. I don't think it's going to actually happen a whole lot. But whatever. Oh, speaking of being a functional adult, I set up a calendar this week to track my assignments because I am not a person who ever knows what's going on, and I don't have people to rely on that for anymore. And it's like, I noticed a scheduling error, like a week and a half in the future. I sent an email, I fixed it. Dude, adults are superheroes, they can see the future, what is this? I know it's like the most mundane thing to be excited about, but it's crazy. Are you just gonna die on your own if I don't do anything? Kinda sounds like it. Hello? Please just hit him 2 more times. Thank you. I don't know how I got more hits on him than he did in that position, but it worked out, man. It's calculated. That dude's just straight. I don't feel like I'm gonna enjoy this game. Has anyone else noticed that Skywars has gotten like a lot more sweaty over time? Like I've been playing like for a lot today, and that's all I can think about is like, wow, I am not enjoying this at all. Honestly, if I had to describe it, it feels like I'm playing ranked Skywars somehow. Like I've accidentally queued into ranked, and I don't know how to get out. That's exactly how I feel. And before I get roasted in the comment section saying, "Oh my God, Technoblade just can't deal with fighting sentient players. He can only beat AFK guys." Before anyone says that, no, the problem. That man was legit. The problem isn't that I don't like playing against good players. The problem is I hate playing against multiple good players. It's the same problem with ranked. If it was a 1v1, I'd be fine with it because that's an honest competition. 2 dudes fight, 1 dude wins, whatever. You don't gotta worry about it. But once you add a 3rd or 4th player into it, it's not PvP anymore. That's just politics, man. Because you can't have an honest fight because you know there's gonna be a dude spectating. Like right now, I start fighting some dude, I do a small amount of damage, a 3rd dude swoops in. This guy really wants to knock back me. Nope. Not today. That's like the perfect example, except it wasn't because I just destroyed them both. But like, that's what happens so many, I've noticed this so many times, Stage. You have like just 3 or 4 good players all in the same place, and they just can't have an honest fight. It's just gonna become a mosh pit. Whoever wins is whoever gets lucky enough not to get focused the most, you know? I've noticed this trend for a long time, and I was kind of hoping it'd fix itself, but honestly, it does not seem to be going away anytime soon. This just seems to be how the game is now, and it's just really, really terrible, okay? You can't have a 12-person free-for-all as a serious competition. That doesn't work. 12-person free-for-alls, it only works as a goof game, you know? It only works as a goof game. There's a person here named Techno Pingood, and I am morally obligated to straight line him as hard as I can. Where is he? Oh god, he's got pearls. I don't think his ping is good, judging from the teleporting and the constant freezing. Look at that dude. He's safe. Where'd they go? They're over there? Anyways. I feel like at least with ranked, when you suffer this, at least you have a reason for it, you know? It's ranked. You're suffering for a reason, you'll get a reward out of it. But when you suffer like this in normal Sky Wars, it's like, oh no, they're gonna kill Techno Pingood. When you suffer like this in normal Sky Wars, it's like, why? There's no reason for this. There's a dude behind me, and I don't care. Die. Die. Oh, hello. Bruh. This is exactly what I'm talking about. There's too many people in the same spot. Hello. Bye. Oh, dang, he's got pearls. And now we're gonna have a speed chase for a half hour. Oh boy, my favorite. Die. Thank you very much. I didn't get to straight line Techno Pingood. No. It's okay, I can make things right. And I got ignored. Feels bad. That was another episode of Skywars, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to see more Sky... The map selector isn't working, so we're just going to be playing on whatever, and we're also going to be talking about whatever, because it's like 1 in the morning on a Sunday night. I should be asleep right now, and sleep like until the point is I'm not going to get enough sleep, and I have tons of homework to do, but we're going to talk about philosophy, because what a relatable topic for my subscribers. I am a good YouTuber anyhow. Let's just skip the whole I make poor life decisions things, because that's always the first, like, you know, minute and a half of my video, and I think we all understand that I'm just like not a smart individual at this point. So anyhow, if I could just stab this person who just strikes me as a derp. Is it in their face or something? What's their skin? Yep, that was a derp face. Definitely. I don't know why I was getting a strong derp vibe. That guy has so much armor. Oh my god. Wait, I have a strength potion. I control the universe. He has a rod. He can he can control the universe himself. Please don't wear off strength. Please don't wear off strength. The strength wore off and it didn't even matter because I am the greatest at LEGO PvP, which won't matter at all in probably like 3 years, but whatever. Let me enjoy this moment. Oh, look who has no health.
Hey, how's that New Year's resolution going?
What are you talking about?
You know, that YouTube channel you say you're gonna start?
Well, yeah, I'd like to, but editing's really hard, and coming up with a thumbnail stresses me out, and...
You think blindness will stop me? It did stop me. And now commences the 2-hour chase where I have to walk. Oh, no, wait, someone's gonna cut him off. Yes, just turn around. Don't loot that chest all day. Don't just let him walk. You let him walk past you. You both let... I hate you all. And now you know how to play? Are you kidding? This guy actually has way more armor than me. I should probably, like, you know, take him seriously. You guys having a good fight? Oh, wow, you have all the health in the world. Wait, did you kill the bad one or the good one? Nope, nope, nope. That's not how this game works. Okay, I have actual armor now. I can do things. I was going to talk about, like, important things that weren't LEGO PvP today, so we're going to be talking about philosophy. Again, relatable subject. We're not going to talk about, like, epistemology, which basically, we're not going to be like, oh man, what is truth? Does the world exist? Because no one cares. I'm sorry if, like, my teachers are watching this and they care, like, a lot, because no one cares. Even the people that, like, make the, like, important, like, papers in those fields, they don't care. Because they'll write a paper that's like, oh, well, it turns out I've used logic to conclude that the universe is meaningless and everything sucks. And then they just, like, they immediately, like, throw a massive party, because even they don't take themselves seriously. That's the one constant I found. No one cares about epistemology. But there's some philosophy that's cool, so we're going to be talking about my philosophy, because it's just, I don't know, it's a kind of weird philosophy that I kind of thought other people had, and the more I live my life, the more I realize that I'm, like, one of the only people that thinks this way. Which I guess makes sense, because my philosophy, if everyone thought the way I did, society would fall apart instantly, because it's not a sustainable or smart philosophy, but we're going to be talking about it, because, I mean, you guys watch my channel, and you probably want to understand, like, who I am as a person. This drives literally everything I do. So, yeah, characterization, yay. I apologize if there's a tone shift. The problem is that my throat just died because I'd actually been talking in real life. There's only a certain amount of talking I can do before my throat just, like, gives up on everything, which is really annoying, because then I have to, like, drink water and wait, like, half an hour. And by that time, like, everything I wanted to talk about now seems, like, meaningless to me. So I kind of, like, didn't give myself the full recovery period, so if I break out into coughing in, like, 10 seconds, you'll understand why. Anyhow, I bet that's a poison potion, because everything is a disappointment nowadays. Anyhow, philosophy! It's gonna be a fun video. And I just remember that everyone hates when I say anyhow, and I just did it, like, 5 times, so I probably have no subscribers. Maybe I should just say regardless instead. Regardless! Is that better, guys? Do you guys like my content? I'm kidding, I don't care. And, dear God, I can't help myself. What is wrong with me? That was not even an intentional joke. Wow, is that the only transition verb I know? Is that a verb? I am really off topic. Regardless, on to philosophy. I don't really know how to like, explain my philosophy really, like, coherently, so I'm gonna use... You don't have any health at all. I'm just gonna jump. What are you gonna do about it? See, you didn't think I'd jump, but I did. And we can bring that into our philosophical discussion. I'm kidding, I'm not using that as a metaphor. Out of here. This is Sky Wars. Oh, look, you have full diamond. What strong equipment you have. If only I am dead. I am not dead. Haha. Let me just win video games. I really shouldn't be playing video games while trying to, like, hold, like, a regular topic, because I do not have the attention span. Anyhow, while we bow this man off the map. Or woman, I guess. Oh, I hit that shot. That was by accident, but I'm gonna act like it was on purpose. So people subscribe. Okay. Anyhow, philosophy. So anyhow, let's use, like, a situation here to explain how the philosophy generally works. So there was a thing called the American Math Contest. It was a really big deal, and all the math nerds at my school, and I am a big math nerd, you guys probably don't know that, because I feel like generally when, like, when you hear someone's a YouTuber, you're like, oh, so they didn't have, like, you know, actual talents that they could get a job off of, so they just play Minecraft. American Math Contest. So they had this thing, it's like a big multiple choice thing, all the big nerds attend, and they had this thing where basically multiple choice test, the goal is to get the highest amount of points, obviously, and so if you get a question right, you get a certain amount of points. If you don't fill in any answer, you just don't get any points, and if you fill in an answer but get it wrong, you lose points. And I'm not sure the exact numbers, it's been a long time since I actually took one of them, but basically the idea is that guessing is pretty much always a bad idea, because on average, you're going to lose points, because let's say you get like 2 points for getting it right, no points for getting it, for not trying, and -1 points for guessing incorrectly. So basically just never guess, it's always going to be a bad idea. But the thing is that I see why that's like a perfect thing for them, because, you know, their test is being taken exclusively by giant nerds who would do the math themselves, and this guy genuinely... What is this? That wasn't completely terrible like I expected it to be. You know, you actually seem like someone who kind of knows what they're doing. I mean, you're trying to snowball me off because you think I'm distracted. That almost worked. I was almost foiled by my own strategy. Amazing. Anyhow, I'm gonna enter Perlin while you're distracted and then just, like, destroy all your dreams with block hidden. I'm not even using a good sword right now. What am I doing? Is he dead yet? He's not... We're not doing this. This isn't a thing. Why aren't you going the other direction? Maybe if I stand over here. And there we go. It happened eventually. Well, I just spent like 3 minutes talking about nothing of relevance. To the next round! Welcome to my channel. So basically, I see the philosophy behind that kind of system, where basically you don't want people to guess, so you give them a situation where they'll connect the dots themselves, because this test is for math nerds. They'll see, oh, so guessing is just a terrible idea, and I shouldn't guess. Because then on average, I'll do worse. But the thing is that my philosophy says, guess. Guess away. Guess for like everything, man. Why not? Because the thing is that there's no penalty for like doing poorly on this exam. The exam is set up in a way where if you get like a really great score, you'll win like an award or something and, I don't know, go to college. I'm not sure on the specifics. But it's like... But if you do anything less than like really amazing, top tier, best in the nation or whatever, then no one cares. It's not like they're gonna like see your scores are low and like and punish you. No one... Do you mind? I feel like my aim is off today. Wait, how did you survive? You had half a heart. Thank you. Good day. So with that thing, there's literally nothing to lose by guessing. Because sure, on average, you'll get a lower score. But who cares if you get a low score? You might as well guess on every problem and have a 1 in a billion chance of getting a perfect score. Because then you'll get something like amazing. Because even if you don't guess, you'll statistically generally do better. But who cares? You'll just end up doing like, you know, pretty well, but not well enough. So you won't win anything. That's probably a poor metaphor, but whatever. That's the best thing I can come up with. That's pretty much my analysis on life, is that you just have to shoot for the stars in every situation. And it took me a while to realize this, but no one thinks this way. I'm just weird, man. Report team. You know how far away we are from each other? Are you talking about someone else? Because there's only 4 people left. Wait, he's questioned himself in the chat? Oh, no wait, he came to this realization by himself. Is he gonna get killed while typing? No? Ah, whatever. Anyhow, I get distracted really easily, but you guys probably figured that out, you know, 2 minutes into the first video of mine you watched. Well, that didn't work at all. Why would you do that? I can't believe you lived. I'm appalled. Wait, what? 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 You need to calm down. Thank you very much. Oh my god. I'm just gonna ignore it. I can't. If I freak out every time I say that word, I'm just never gonna discuss anything, which is gonna be slightly less than I normally manage to discuss in 12 minutes, but whatever. Leave me alone. See, I almost said it again. I keep wanting to say it. It's just, I can't break the habit. Let me just stab this guy and go to the next round and I can forget this ever. You wanna stop me? I don't even care. I don't even care. What are you gonna use? Knockback? Knockback doesn't exist. Knockback is an illusion. Just like life. Just kidding, we're not doing epistemology. Philosophy! I'm probably really bad at explaining things. So basically the idea is that you have to always shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars, even if it's just a terrible, terrible idea. Like, I can show mathematically that it's just a bad idea, but you gotta do it. Because, like, well, I mean, I gotta do it. Normal people don't think like this, and they really shouldn't, because that's not something society can sustain, is everyone, like, shooting for the moon. It just wouldn't work, because, you know, someone needs to, like, make food. I mean, I guess you could have, like, dreams of being the greatest farmer of all time, but... I mean, hey, I'd watch that movie. There's a guy behind me. I got lucky on that one. I didn't hear him coming or any, like, Jedi sorcery. I just turned around at the right time. I should totally tell people. I can just tell, though, man. It's my 360 ghost client. I can see in every direction. I have 2 strength potions. Let's go. Almost said anyhow again. It's a habit. Gotta break it. Almost said it again. Dip, dip. Transition into the next thing I'm going to say. Let me just stab this guy first so people forget how bad I am at talking. There's a dude behind me, and this time I did hear him. I don't have any health anymore. I don't even care, because you have to shoot for the moon. Did I rubber band on a stair or something? My screen went really weird for half a second there. I hope it wasn't one of those, like, 360 rubber band things where everyone instantly goes, oh my god, ghost client! Of course, my aim isn't any good, so I guess I don't have to worry about that, but still, you never know. I'm just a paranoid person. Anyhow, shooting for the moon. Basically, let me show, like, an example would be, let's say you're presented with, like, a button. Because button metaphors are just, everyone loves button. Could you please survive for, like, 2 seconds so this round could be longer and I could actually talk about something meaningful? Fine. Fine, we'll fight. Is this what you wanted? Did you think you were going to win that fight? It's like the one time I actually want someone to camp off in the middle of nowhere. Whatever, man. Whatever. Okay, let's say you have 2 buttons in front of you, and if you press one button, you live a good life. It's pretty, like, 80th percentile in terms of, like, how great lives are, you know? I'm sure there's a measurement behind this, you know, like upper middle class, you're pretty happy, you know, you're moderately successful in everything you do, all that sort of thing, if you hit one button. And if you hit another button, it's the risk button. There's, like, a 95% chance that you're just homeless and unhappy, that sort of thing. Just generally 95% chance of failure. I'm sorry, my throat is like dying, not from emotion, just from like overuse. I talk too much. It's a problem of mine. My real life friends can attest. And if I take a breath in from now on, it's gonna make me want to cough. So everything is gonna sound like one. Oh god. One long run-on sentence. Let me just. God, I can barely keep my eyes open right now, and I'm expected to kill people in Sky Wars. Anyhow, oh god, moving on. But there's a 5% chance if you hit that button that you will like be like a superstar or something. You'll be PewDiePie. My philosophy says you need to hit that button, even though on average it's a terrible idea. On average, it won't work. But you need to hit the button because how could you do anything else? That's my philosophy. You just how could you hit anything except the button? How could you be okay with moderate success when you could have had amazing success? How could you have chosen the safe option? That's my philosophy. You gotta go for it, man. You can't let fear keep you down, unless it's fear of death. In which case, that's the exception. I have a healthy fear of death IRL. So if the button's like 95% chance you die, then yeah, I ain't gonna hit the button. I'm kind of a coward like that, but whatever. I like life. I'm sorry if you can like hear it in my voice, but it's just it feels so scratchy in my throat. I can't believe I made it this far. Oh, here come the coughs. Oh, good YouTuber. Kill this dude. And that dude. Oh, let's kill each other. This is great. One of them's winning by a rather significant amount. That's not as great. I have to pause here because if I say something, I'm just gonna cough. In a moment, take a breath. I just like knocked that guy just 12 miles. Oh my god. Goodbye. Like I just got fished. Wait, is my throat temporarily recovered? Yes! Alright. This won't last long, but I make advantage. So that's basically my philosophy. It's like, and you can see it in all my life choices. Oh god, the throat thing. It's like I choose to be a YouTuber, and I don't know if I talk about this, but I also want to be like a writer, a really successful writer. I don't want to be any writer. I want to be George R. R. Martin, man. I want to be like the person who writes Harry Potter. I know those are different people. Those are just 2 different examples. Don't yell at me in the comments. And it's like, these are not reliable career paths. Like if it would make sense if I was like, I don't know, like a programmer or like a scientist. Those things would make sense. They'd be reliable sources of income. Why would I choose Minecraft Let's Plays? And it's because I have to shoot for the moon, you know? I have to shoot for the moon. I can't be moderately successful and choose to say that's not that I'll never be able to like look myself in the eyes. You can't, that's physically, I will never be able to look at myself in like the mirror and be like, I could have chosen something better. I don't know, perhaps I'm being like more extreme and edgy. I'm a 17-year-old teenager. It's like 1:30 in the morning now or something. I play Minecraft, so take everything I say with like a grain of salt. I'm not like the genius. You know, I'm not like, you know, I'm no Nietzsche. I'm no Plato. I'm just some teenager with ADHD, man. But you listen to me for some reason, so good for you. It makes me AdSense, so I'm kidding. I appreciate your comments. I don't know. That's just how I think. You know, I can't. Even though it's like mathematically speaking, all of my life choices are just completely terrible. I can't bring myself to care about the safe option because I need to shoot for the stars, man. And it took me a while to realize this isn't something like, this isn't how people think. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying they don't have like dreams and aspirations. Obviously, everyone has those, but they're not like obsessive about it. Well, actually, they are obviously. But the thing is, they choose like realistic dreams. They'll be like, I want to be a doctor, and the doctors are great. I ain't gonna smack talk doctors. They keep me alive, man. Well, I mean, there's nothing like They'll keep me alive in the future, probably, when I get old. They're important people, society. I'm not smack-talking anyone, but it's like their mindset. I can't share it, because how I don't want to be something that there's, like, other of it. I need to be, like, special. And maybe that's what it boils down to. I need to do things that people don't think I can do to show them I can. Because it's like, if I said I was going to become a doctor, they'd be like, oh yeah, that's believable. I mean, sure, it's like a higher, it's one of the loftier professions, but you know, I could totally see you going to like school for like 8 years or something and becoming a doctor, but it's like, people expect that, you know? That's why it's not appealing. Whereas it's like, I'm going to become a super successful author and also YouTuber. It's like, oh, well, that's completely unrealistic. And that's why I want it to happen. So, that's I make poor life choices a lot, but that's the reason. I think my throat cured itself somehow. Was it psychological? Was it a psychological barrier, or did I just like, is it delayed pain? I do not understand myself. You guys leave comments. What do you guys want to do with your life? That's like the one thing I care about in a person. Like, what's your end game? What do you, if everything went perfectly, what would you be? That's like the question I need to ask more people in real life, because that's the defining question of who someone is what they want to be. I've been in this lobby for 4 minutes. I apologize if that's boring, but I cannot focus and talk about things. Well, I can focus and talk about things, but not while I'm PvPing, so I should be like a talk show host or something. I don't know. This got unnecessarily deep. I don't know if I talked about everything I want to. I'm not all that great at YouTube, but I couldn't really see myself doing anything else because I enjoy it. I want to be super successful, and I'm probably going to be homeless in my 20s because Minecraft YouTube isn't a reliable source of income, and neither is being an author. Getting an English degree is a terrible idea. Don't do what I do. I'm not smart, okay? But that's my philosophy. My philosophy isn't about being smart. It's about shooting for the stars or something elegant like that. I'm sure it's a lot more narcissistic than anything else, but whatever. Whatever, man. I'll see how it works out. It's my life. So anyway, I'll leave a comment. Tell me what your aspirations are. Are they cool? Are they right? I won't judge, man. Like, I will judge heavily, but I'll also like kind of respect it. You know? You know what I mean? To be fair, I judge literally everything. Like the texture on this leaf block, I'm judging it. Why is it so square? What was the person that made this texture pack thinking? Leaves aren't square. Have they gone outside? Probably not. I'm just a hateful person, aren't I? Whatever. It's like I've seen cobblestone in real life. What is cobblestone? You know what? ADHD powers have gone way off the deep end right now, and I need to do a lot of homework. So that was another episode of Skywars, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell me about your aspirations. Bye! Okay, so I just listened to myself on replay, and I phrased myself very poorly at 2 in the morning. So we're going to have some disclaimers here so people don't get mad at me for reasons I didn't want them to get mad at me. The first being, I am not disrespecting any professions out there. Like, for one thing, this is how you can tell I'm honest. I'm a Minecraft YouTuber, dude. You think I'm cooler than a doctor? No. Doctors are amazing. Programmers are great. I'm not judging you, unless you're a gender studies major, in which case I am judging you so hard. But besides that, do whatever you want. It's the thing I'm talking about, it's really subjective. Everyone has their own, things they want to do. I explained it from my point of view, so obviously it sounded cooler when you do my things, but do what you enjoy. Okay? Do what you want, man. I don't expect you to share this philosophy. I just wanted to explain it. Which leads me to my second point, is that I'm aware there was like a decent cringe factor here, where it's like I start off the comments like, I don't think like the other girls. I'm special. I'm aware this video is pretty incoherent, and I apologize if I said something that made people like really mad. I assure you it was accidental, because I regularly say things that are intended to make people mad, and this was not one of them. So, my bad. Anyhow, leave a comment. Tell me your life story. In like 5 sentences are left, because I have to read a lot of comments, okay? I don't need like a book. Bye! Welcome, guys, to an episode of Sky Wars. I went back to school today. I am not prepared for anything, man. High school right now is just literally me watching my GPA slowly crumble away as I desperately pray for the year to just end. Just a couple more months, man. Oh my god, my life is a train wreck. But I mean, it was always a train wreck, it's just varying stages of the wreck, you know? There's like the collision, and there's like the aftermath. I don't really think I can go much farther with this metaphor, so I'm just gonna make fun of people's names so people think I'm good at YouTube. This man is numbers. That was great commentary, Technoblade. Would subscribe. Well, that worked out. Just got sort of walked in front of me. You wanna fight me? You wanna fight me? I don't think he wants to fight me. Alright, who? Oh, that's... Oh. There were a lot more names there a second ago. They just poof, gone. Alright. Let's go. Let's go, stab nerds. By the way, whenever I'm talking about, like, my school, my academic career, my academic integrity, all the children watching this who are, like, in high school and middle school and elementary school, don't listen to me. I am an idiot with subscribers. Do your homework, okay? Just straight up, don't listen to my life choices. It's just probably not applicable. Now, I do say, like, follow your dreams a lot, which I do believe you should do, but also have, like, a backup plan. Like, if you're gonna do YouTube, also do, like, math or something, you know? You want a backup plan, because YouTube isn't really one of those things that works out all that much. It's just be smart. Thanks. Great advice, Technoblade. Be smart. Be smart. Always a solid thing to say. Knockback rod. Hole in one. I don't know. I feel like my academic situation is weird in a way that a lot of people in real life I don't really think they entirely can process it, because a lot of the time I'll get asked like, oh, Technoblade, are you sure you'll have time to maintain your YouTube channel in college? And I'm sitting here like, the question is if my YouTube channel will afford me enough time to attend college. Do you think I'm giving up my YouTube channel to get an English degree? What am I gonna pay the bills with? Books? No. For once, playing Minecraft Skywars is the more economically viable option. I didn't spend 4 years on this channel just to be like, oh, well, college, bye. That's not a thing. You know what? People laughed at me when I said it 4 years ago. We're going for 10 million. Okay? That's always been the dream. People laughed at me 4 years ago. They'll probably laugh at me now. I'd laugh at me now. It's a pretty stupid goal to have right now, because, you know, I'm at 100,000. Not saying we'll hit it tomorrow, or this year, or in the next 3 years, but possibly the 4th year, if I'm really lucky. I mean, the future is bright, who knows. And we'll get there eventually. The tactic is, I can speak English amazingly, by the way. You know, that's why I'm getting an English degree, so I can learn how to speak properly. It's gonna be amazing. That's definitely what an English degree is. Got a comment, I was like, did I just one-shot both those guys? I just went on like 3 ADHD tangents simultaneously. That was glorious. And now I forgot all 4 of the things I was talking about. Okay, so there's one guy that's like, why do you need an English degree? You already know how to speak English. And to you, I'm not even addressing you. Don't even speak to me. What? That's not what an English degree is. It's not like you literally like go there and you do like vocabulary. You have to like study books. I'm not actually that interested in studying books. I mean, I want to write books, you know? Write things. You know? Write stories, all that stuff. That's my jazz. Also want to play Minecraft Skywars. I can like 2 things. Yeah. Hello. Hello. You actually have a lot of health still. And now you don't. Oh, that was actually a pretty clutch ender pearl. Granted, you took, like, you know, half an hour to... Well, that isn't happening. Oh, you're trying to knock back me off. That is clever. Unfortunately, my back is to a block now, so your life is over. And good... Oh. Holy cow, you're still alive. That's incredible. No. No, you don't get to live any longer than that, though. That's just getting excessive. I don't know. I've always had, like, a really bizarre amount of self-confidence in my future YouTube success, because, like... Okay, so way back in the day, back when I was, like, in 8th grade, didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. Didn't really have all that many interests. And I realized, like, hey, being a YouTuber would be pretty cool. And I'm watching all these people who have already, you know, gone big on YouTube. They're reaching 1 million subscribers, and they're all pretty much saying the same thing. Oh, man, when I started this YouTube channel, I never thought I'd get this far. Thank you guys so much. This is just so unexpected. And I'm just sitting here like, these guys are all lame. I could beat them. And that's how my channel started, because I wanted to troll everyone. Oh god, nope. Wait, I actually have gear. Never mind, I can turn around and fight. Don't even need the strength pot, because he doesn't have any health. I'm gonna ender pearl onto you twice, because death has no escape. That, I messed up my catchphrase. Close enough, whatever. Alright, we changed it for a slightly higher durability Prot 4 helmet. That's the important thing. We're gonna go over here, and then I'm gonna place 2 blocks. Will he manage to defeat... Oh, snap. He is a god among men. I'm just gonna keep placing the blocks higher. What are you gonna do? Go around it? Oh my god, he went around it. He is a god. He figured out there's a third dimension to this game. Incredible. Please tell me you don't have ender pearls. That'd actually be extremely awkward. And I'm out of here. Later. Like I wanted to play the game. Not when I have a stone sword. Okay, I thought that were footsteps. I was gonna say, you caught up to me already? What is this? Yeah, I'm just gonna strike spot on you now. Because you have more armor and a better weapon. Really just not interested in that right now. Thank you. And there's this last guy. Okay, so it's like, I always thought I was gonna go big on YouTube, but I don't know. I can see why a lot of people think it's arrogance for me to think back then that I'd become a large YouTuber, and for the record, I'm not a large YouTuber right now. I'm nice, pleasant, mid-size, round. I don't know what I am. Everything's relative. There's only like 3 sizes: large, medium, and small. But there's like several calibers of YouTubers, not just 3. I'm doing all right, okay? Don't judge me. But it wasn't arrogance, because I didn't think I was any good at YouTube. I knew, on the other hand, quite the contrary, I knew I was garbage at YouTube at the time, even more garbage than I am now, actually, if you believe it or not. Because all YouTubers, when they start out, are garbage. That is just something I knew, but I knew that I was going to keep making videos because I actually enjoyed it. And I was going to keep making them until I got somewhat okay, and then I would get